The construction work for Burj Khalifa was going on. Somehow the structure was ready. Now it was the chance of windows panel to be fitted inside the building. Engineers thought that it's not any rocket science for fitting windows panel, so it did not capture their attention. But then something happened about which nobody had thought. The hot temperature of Dubai and also the windows panel which were to be fixed inside the building increased the building temperature to 100 degrees centigrade. And it was impossible for any human to go inside the building during this temperature. This was the biggest problem in the construction of Burj Khalifa, which put all the engineers in a big problem. Because of this problem, the interior designing work of Burj Khalifa was stopped, and that also for total 18 months. But something happened that gave a new hope to the engineers. So welcome to Infinite Knowledge episode number 1. Dubai's Burj Khalifa is the world's tallest building, and its height is 2,716 feet. And you will be amazed to know this, that it cost $1.5 billion for its construction. And it is considered as the wonderful work of engineering. With how much struggle engineers and workers made this building, what all problems were faced by them while the construction of this building was going on, and how the solutions were found for those problems. You will know this all in today's video. Challenge number 1. The first challenge in the construction was the timing. Engineers were given only 6-year time for the construction of this building. And from these 6 years, it was taking 3 years just for making the design. And if 3 years were spent just for the designing work, then it was not possible to make the physical structure of the building in just 3 years. So the engineers decided that the construction work of Burj Khalifa will be started without any design. And in February 2004, the digging work started, but the designing work also continued. Challenge number 2. When the time came for making the foundation of Burj Khalifa, there was again a problem. Mainly, the foundation of big buildings are made between the hard rocks. But the place where Burj Khalifa was to be made, it was only having sand or small weak stones. So the question arose that the foundation of world's tallest building will be made in sand, and are these little bit stones capable of carrying this much weight of Burj Khalifa? And to solve this problem, and science basic principle was used, that was friction. Burj Khalifa's foundation was made on 192 steel pipes that were placed 50 meters inside the earth. The weight of Burj Khalifa was to be distributed between 192 steel pipes. Challenge number 3. For the designing work, the construction company Imar hired top-level architecture companies in Chicago, USA. These architecture companies had already designed many tall buildings. But to design the structure of world's tallest building was not easy. Their challenge was this, that they had to design a structure that can hold the weight of thousands of tons of concrete and iron. Its floors were full of natural light, and that building should have 160 floors. After the hard work of many days and nights, this company found the solution for this unique problem, and that was buttress structure. That was first time used in Burj Khalifa. Challenge number 4. On the other side, construction team made floor after floor But after going to a little bit height, they faced one more problem. That the concrete structure that was made and transported to the top, it dries in between. There was only one solution for this problem, and that was concrete suction system. Many wide and thick tubes were installed throughout the building which can carry the mixture. This was not a little bit of concrete. The total weight of concrete that was to be used in Burj Khalifa was equal to 10,000 elephants' weight. And to transport so much concrete, world's 3 most powerful pumps were used. Challenge number 5. 3 years were passed in the construction work. Burj Khalifa's 140 floors were made, and the building had already broken the record of world's biggest building on 140th floor only. But the cranes they were having to carry the material to the top, they were only having the capability of carrying the material till 120th floor. And also the crane operators had denied to work in this much height. For this, HR firm hired world best crane operators, and they were called to Dubai. These all different crane operators have different language, but they were having one common thing, that they don't have the fear of height. On 700-meter height, this crane operator worked for 12 hours a day, and people also said that he slept there only. Challenge number 6. Only 2 years were left in the launch of Burj Khalifa. The structure of many floors of building were already made, but one thing was nowhere found, and that was glass panels. Yes, there were total 24,000 window panels that were to be fixed inside the Burj Khalifa. Because of those glass panels and also the temperature of Dubai, the temperature inside the building reached 100 centigrade or 212 degree Fahrenheit. And if these glass panels were fixed, it will require 10 times more electricity to decrease the temperature inside the building. 18 months passed just to solve the problem, but finally a very famous engineer whose name was John Zirafa said that he had the solution of problem, but that was too expensive. But his solution was accepted because there was no way other than this. John manufactured a special glass that reflects the UV rays of sunlight, but the price of one glass panel was $2,000 and 24,000 panels were to be made, so the total cost that comes is $50 million. And an factory was set up just to create these special glass panels. And just in 4 months, all these glass panels were ready. Challenge number 7. In the last year of construction, Burj Khalifa was ready for the launch. All work for gas, water and electricity was done. But then also, one thing was left. The top floor ending of Burj Khalifa was not completed. A solid steel pipe was to be fitted on the top of it, whose length was 136 meters and its weight was 350 tons. No crane in world was capable of carrying this much weight to this much height. But in any situation, this work was to be done because it was the launching time of Burj Khalifa. Finally, engineers decided that this rod will be created inside the Burj Khalifa only. So this rod was taken to the top of Burj Khalifa in little parts, and it was assembled on the top. Challenge number 8. Now Burj Khalifa was complete because of construction waste dust. Full Burj Khalifa was covered with dust. Now it was to be polished from outside. So workers were hanged from a cable to clean total 24,000 panels of Burj Khalifa. And till now this window cleaning work is done with the help of workers only. There are total 24,000 glass panels in Burj Khalifa, and you will be amazed to know this. Their total weight is equal to 35 A380 aircrafts. You can see sunset and sunrise 2 times from Burj Khalifa. How? One from down floor and then from elevators going to the top floor. You can see the sunrise again. I hope that you all liked this episode of Infinite Knowledge. Our special thanks for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe Infinite Knowledge, because we give the knowledge which is infinite.